Hey guys, this is 97 Lego Maniac with another custom minifigure showcase video. Today we're taking a look at 5 figures from the upcoming Star Wars film, The Force Awakens, Episode 7. So, actually it's not upcoming because you guys have already seen the film. I was going to plan to do this on a release date, upload this video, but unfortunately because of finals and I had to go home because it's break time, I didn't have time to even make a video at all. But I am doing it now, and plus I'm seeing this film today afternoon. By the time you're watching this video, I've already seen the movie, but just in case, there are some other people who have not seen the movie. So please do not post spoilers. That's it. Please be considerate for now. To those who have not seen the movie, I advise you to don't read the comments. So let's continue on with this showcase video. Here we have the first minifigure I completed, and that is Rey. Now, Rey is actually a really sweet figure. To go over the things that I did not paint, it was a head and a little part on the front torso, like the skin tone and a black outline. The sides I repainted into black just so it can stand out. Everything else is actually entirely painted. And to go over the detail, the hair piece that Lego provided is really nice. It's a really nice mold. I do not see this working for other custom figures. It seems to be only Rey's style, and I kept Rey's the Lego group's face because I think it does portray Daisy Ridley just as well. I love the aggressive facial expression a little bit more, and for the robe, it's actually a 3D element, and I was actually able to use the leftover Cape Manus trench coat pieces and ordinary capes, so that way I can actually make the 3D element for it. Now it's glued onto the torso. It is not removable, but I'm actually fine with it. And to go over it, I painted it in a dark tan color, and I'm gonna remove the staff. And then the robe does continue all around. It even continues on top of her head. You can see the robe element just there, and it's really nice, and I really like how it turns out. And I was actually the first person who actually did this. A lot of people actually thought it was a really cool idea, so they decided to use it, which is really nice because I think it does make Rey stand out to be the coolest figures. And she has a loop around here that goes around, and apparently she does not have a loop. Sorry, she does not have a loop around her right side, so I cut that out thanks to my friend Andy, who told me about that. And what makes it awesome though, the torso and the legs are actually not glued together. It's still separated, so it looks like the robe is seamless. Her arms painted and her legs are painted. I did not use the Lego groups on legs, but apparently her pants are actually tan, but I don't care anyway. And she has this the staff. What I did, I didn't really do much to it. All I did was I basically add this strap thing, because you can actually wrap this around her torso, and I'll show you guys that. So here she is with the staff wrapped around, and it's a really cool idea. It kind of takes a little bit while to move it around and fidget it with a little bit, and the only downside is the arm can't really stay down that as much. And also, I also painted the mask, her Taliban hood for her, and here she is. And I didn't really do much to it. I painted the white lines, and I painted a little bit of blue for the light. I did a lot of weathering effect, with dirt stains and all, and it actually looks really cool. So that's basically Rey, and we can move on to our next minifigure. I just want to say right now, making Finn, Poe, and BB-8 could not have happened if it wasn't for my good buddy Malcolm Hoffman. He's also known as Lightning Bricks on Instagram. You guys know him. He makes really cool stuff. So he gave me a Finn, and which is really nice. Also the torso too. But what I didn't want to use the Lego group's torso because I really love Cape Man's trench coats and their jackets. So I decided to why not use them there. But plus I have a handful left for future customs. So I thought why not use her for Finn. I just want to say right now, Finn's jacket does look a little bit too long. But the reason why is because his jacket kind of ends up to his waist. So that's why I kind of portray. Yeah, it does really look long if you compare it to his sleeves. But Lego proportion wise, it's never that accurate anyway. So what I kept from the Lego group is their hair and their face. I did not like the hair originally, but now that I have it in hand, I actually like it a lot. So to go over the detailing, his shirt is all painted, and I'll open his jacket here. It's really not that much. I mean, I just painted like his skin tone, and I painted like just a little bit of lines there, and you can see like the inside's kind of messed up, but it doesn't really matter because the jacket's closed anyway. The jacket was all painted by me, with all the straps, the belt buckles, all those. The red parts are actually my favorite things to paint. His back is also painted too, and it has like a tint of orange there. You can see his sleeves also has like a little bit of orange, and you can kind of see that there. And it has like a little detail on the sleeves too. His legs, not that much. And I originally painted his shoes tan, but when I looked at the other photos of Finn and some of the toys, they all had like gray shoes, so I decided to paint them gray because I think that's probably accurate. And he comes with this lightsaber. This is actually a custom lightsaber I made, like Anakin's lightsaber. A lot of people are actually asking me, how did I make this? Well, it's actually a lot more complicated than you think. If I make a how-to video on this, that means I have to waste more lightsaber hilts just to make another one, and I'm not willing to do that. Plus, it's better if you guys just make up your own lightsaber rather than trying to copy my design. So, just to let you guys know. So yeah, I guess my only problem with this lightsaber is just a little too big, but you know, it's because it's highly detailed, it actually makes up for it. So I really like how it turns out, and it also comes with a. You can see here he does have an alternate facial expression, and it does look really cool, but I prefer this face. As we've seen in the trailers, and we've seen like Finn sweaty, like basically the entire trailer, and he's always looking terrified. So that's what I portrayed here, and I was originally going to just use this for a preview, but I thought, you know, why not just put this in a showcase, because the face looks hilarious, and I really like how it turned out. So a lot of people love this face, and they said I should paint something like this more often, and I probably will. So that's basically it for Finn, and we can just move on to our next minifigure. Here we have our main antagonist himself, Kylo Ren, or should I say Darth Jar Jar, because people are still like filling my comments like with all those stupid jokes. So yeah, this is actually my version 2 of Kylo Ren. I'm gonna remove his lightsaber real quick. What I did if you guys remember my first version of Kylo Ren, I posted a video of that. You can tell that I made a lot of modification. First off, I painted the sleeves. That's what I did, and I kind of fixed the cape a little bit to make it a little more raggedy. I entirely sculpted a helmet, and I gave him a cape hood. Plus, I sculpted a little bit on a belt. So yeah, I have to credit my good buddy Andy Delta Customs on YouTube. He's and also on Instagram. I'll provide links for him down below if I don't forget. Because you know, originally I was gonna go with my own painted helmet and the Lego hood, but I've seen him along with other people like sculpting their own helmet. So I was like, I should probably do it. So what I did, I used what I had left of green stuff to sculpt an entirely new helmet for him, and I'm gonna try to remove it. Now this Cape Manus hood, I would love to like fold it out for you guys and just to see, so you can see how the Cape Manus hood looks. But what I did, I actually glued all the 4 sides of the hood. I'll tell you this: if you can't really flatten out the Cape Manus hood because there's like some sort of a ridge up that's kind of 3-dimensional, so it's gonna be hard to like try to replicate it. So yeah, this is a hood. I actually glued it because it's really hard to like try to shove this helmet in there. So here's a helmet. Now you know that the helmet looks actually really small, and it's small for a reason, so that way the hood can fit. So this is a helmet, and I think it turned out all right. Looks pretty cool. It was kind of hard to paint the silver lines, especially on top of sculpted parts. So the silver lines are actually not the. I wouldn't say this is my best painted work, but you know, it still looks cool though. But sculpting wise, it actually looks alright. So that's his helmet and his hood, and he does come with a Adam Driver face, and this is actually I actually painted this. I based it off the images for the Battle of Takodana Lego set, and it has Kylo Ren like his actual face, and I tried to make sure I capture what Lego had, and I think I did it right. Does it portray Adam Driver? It kind of does, but I'm saying kind of because the smile is kind of a little bit off on Legos, So, but I still try to replicate it anyway because it's not that bad, and plus he has the mole. And so yeah, so I would say it's kind of accurate to how Adam Driver looks. So yeah, that's basically it for Kylo Ren. I showed you guys this lightsaber before, but just to go over again, this is a Ninjago scythe piece with a Lego lightsaber hilts for the sides, and there's a and also you have like a one up here, has a blade. So that's basically it for Kylo Ren, our main baddie. So yep, and he's really cool. Here we have Poe Dameron, and he's actually one of my favorite minifigures of the showcase. And I'll go over, just like Finn, Poe wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for my good buddy Malcolm. And what I kept from Lego is basically everything. But I did tons of modification. To start off with like the top part of the helmet, I didn't really do much to Lego's helmet except what I did, I painted a white line on the back and a little bit of gray because that's actually what he had according to like the Black series and the other toys. And I did a little bit of battle damage here, and I tried to replicate the same exact pattern. And I think I got it down pretty right. I was thinking of giving a little antenna piece for like for his comm link, but I decided to go against it because it looked weird. And if you guys look at the white of the torso, you guys might think I didn't do that much, but actually I did. I repainted most of the white on the torso because when Lego prints white on something like on certain colors like this, the white doesn't really stand out that much. So that's why I painted the white. You can obviously tell if you see the white is lighter, that's painted. The white that is not, that's actually Lego's printed. So you can see the difference there. And what I really like about this figure, to go over the torso, I don't know what this chest piece is. I don't know what it's called, but that's actually sculpted by me, and I painted that, and it looks really cool. And I also sculpted the pouch because he has a pouch on his right side, but he doesn't really have it like sticking out on the left. So that's why I have that. The belt on his torso, it's actually a leftover Cape Madness like fabric that I had, and I'm gonna remove his gun, and that's what I did. I painted it, and this tube that connects is actually sculpted by me. And if you guys want to know what sculpting clay I used for this, I used Procreate, which is a lot better than green stuff. And I sculpted the belt buckles, and this is my favorite part, the legs. I'm gonna remove it, and you can see the tube is actually not in one piece, so it looks seamless. The Cape Madness leftover fabric actually continues all around the legs, up, and it just enters back, because this is what the X-Wing pilots have. Now, I upgraded this figure a lot because I know Lego did a really good job, but I still want to make it as accurate as possible, because I have to say, these straps are actually black, not gray. So I don't know why Lego might have done that, but probably because of concept arts. Now, I never use tiny tactical glove tops, but I just paint gloves on top of the arms anyway, because they're apparently expensive, so I don't want to waste money on that. And he has the same pattern like Finn has over his sleeves. He has a gun holster right here, and it's actually with a leftover fabric. I was thinking of sculpting it one time, but the problem is it limits his arm articulation, so I went against it. Now his pistol is actually the same Lego pistol we had, but what I did, I cut off the scope, cut off the bottom, to kind of represent, kind of like a little mini Uzi, because that's what the Black series kind of had, so that's what I did. So that's basically it for Poe Dameron, and I really like their Lego group's face. And for the hair, I'm planning on using that new Superman hairpiece. I want to credit my buddy Jason, link to his Flickr and Instagram down below, because he doesn't really have a YouTube channel. He suggested using a Batman v Superman new hairpiece for it, and I think it will work perfectly. Some people say Anakin Skywalker hairpiece. I mean, I do see why people will think of that, but his hair is not that shaggy. So that's it for Poe Dameron. We can move on to our last minifigure, finally. Our last minifigure showcase is BB-8, and he is one of the cutest things I've ever seen, like one of the cutest droids. Like when I immediately saw him, I was like, oh my goodness, this dude is gonna be so adorable in the movie. And so yeah, was heavily modified. What I did, I sanded off the stud at the bottom, and even if you sand off most of the stud, he still stands perfectly fine. I mean, look what I'm doing right now. He's still fine. But the only problem is you can't really connect him in between, the base plate. You can't really do that as much. So that's the only flaw, but I honestly don't care because I want this figure to be accurate. He can still stand on stud at least. So I stand the stud at the top too because I want to get rid of that so I can like paint this detail on the top. To go over the helm, the dome piece, what I did, I painted some gray outlines, like extra details, and I gave this a 10 piece because I think it's just necessary. And if you guys want to know what I use for the 3-dimensional stuff like this, for the main scope, I used a Lego antenna piece. That's what I did. And for the second scope, I actually sculpted that with Procreate. And that's basically it for the heads. Just a lot of painting, like a lot of like dark lines and a lot of some sculpting and some modification. Now for the dome itself, I painted the top dome orange. You can see there because you know he's actually a ball and he has like it's kind of like a soccer ball type of style. So that's why I painted like a orange, like also in the top and bottom too. And I painted all these like dots and these like lines, and it was really tedious. I wanted to go with gray outline instead of black because I think black will make it stand out too much, and I don't want to outline every single detail like what Ross did. And only on this side, I noticed that he only has these like 3 stripes, and black, green, gray stripes. So that's what I did. He didn't really have anything else. And all these like these rectangles, they're always in some sort of a different pattern, and you can tell by just looking at it. There's no pattern at all. So and I tried. It was kind of hard for me to find like I basically paused and looked at Sphero's BB-8 to see like the same patterns and try and match the exact same thing. So that's basically it for BB-8. He was pretty complicated to paint, and he turned out to be one of my best. And I really like how he turned out. He'll probably be my honorable mention. He's really cool, but I don't say he's the best minifigure I painted. So yeah, that's basically it for all the figures, and we can conclude this showcase video, guys.
Nothing will stand in our way. I will finish what you started.
Misa Benjuani.
Hey baby, are you sure you're an ice planet? Because I think you're Hoth. Chest size matters not, does it? Cause Yoda won for me. Girl, you make me want to Han Solo and finish what I started. The Force, it's calling to you. Just let it in, if you know what I mean. God, I can't finish this Fallout 4 armor on time.
I will finish what you started.
So that's it for the showcase video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I do. If you do, leave a like in the comment down below. Follow me on all my social media sites and check them out because I do post a lot of previews and photos that you guys might find interesting, and you can see all my work in progress because it's really easy to post a photo there than just like make an entire video because I really got to make sure because on my YouTube channel, I mean, since I'm getting pretty busy, I don't really have time to make videos at all, but I do have time to like make customs and post a quick preview of it. So if you guys are interested, do follow me on Instagram. I am active there all the time, so I usually post photos like at least once a day. So that's it, guys. Force Awakens, I can't wait to see the film. Oh my goodness, Star Wars has been my childhood. Star Wars was the reason why I got into Legos. Star Wars is the reason why I was into drawing. It was a really life-changing for me, and it will take forever for me to talk about how Star Wars changed my life, but I'm just gonna end it up there. So if you guys are inspired to like make your own, let me know in the comments too. So that's it. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.